Hi, I'm Charles Purcell. This is the log for Friday, July 24th. You know, I saw a report this week that the whole anti-mask movement and the move to reopen, about half of the folks tweeting about it and Facebooking about it, bots. Yep. Nearly half of all Twitter accounts pushing to reopen America, bots. Trolls, bots flooding social media with anti-quarantine, anti-mask mandate campaigns. Yep. About half of all of that. Trolls and bots. And they're the ones always who love the word sheeple. Sheeple. Look in the mirror, sheeple. As Americans go back to work, these are the 9 riskiest jobs to have in the middle of the pandemic. Business Insider. By the way, I've been noticing Business Insider recently. And often kind of forward-thinking, progressive slants to their stories. I don't know who's running things over at Business Insider, but they're a little bit surprising. Kind of like Teen Vogue. Remember when Teen Vogue became this very progressive, very sophisticated publication a couple of years ago? Yeah, if you haven't checked out Teen Vogue recently, or Business Insider, check them out. Anyway, Business Insider tells us of the 9 riskiest jobs during the pandemic, and they are. Number 9, hairdressers. Oh, but we have to have hairdressers. Somehow they're essential. Restaurants and hospitality workers. They come in number 8. Restaurant jobs are some of the riskiest according to the data. Firefighters come in at number 7. Now they are essential. We have to have firefighters. All right, so I hope they're making good money and have good health care. Their average income, by the way, $49,620. Yeah, the story gives us that. Let me go back. Average income for a hairdresser, $24,730. But their bosses are making them come back. Restaurant workers, yep. Take your job or starve, buddy. Sorry. Average income, $32,450. That's actually much more than I expected. Restaurant and hospitality workers. That's got to include tips. Okay, firefighters. Next, number 6, kindergarten teachers. 6th most dangerous job in the pandemic. Kindergarten teachers. Average income, $55,000. School bus drivers come in at number 5. So far, 2 school-related jobs here, kindergarten teachers and bus drivers, on the list of riskiest jobs. Oh, yeah, but let's reopen schools, no matter what. Average income for a school bus driver, $32K. Number 4, flight attendants. Yeah, I don't know how many people are flying these days except baseball players. Which, yesterday was opening day. Did you see Dr. Fauci's opening pitch? Yeah, he threw out the ceremonial first pitch. Just a little bit outside. It was funny. Yeah, flight attendants come in number 4 on the list. Average income, $56K. Number 3, as you might expect, registered nurses. 3rd most dangerous job to have during a pandemic. So good for them. God bless them. Average income, $71K. And every one of them, they're dedicated to their work and they'd be doing their job regardless of whether they had to or didn't have to or how much they were getting paid. Yeah, I got nothing but love. Nothing but love for healthcare workers. Number 2, family and general practitioners, as you would expect. Average income, $201,000. Man, almost 3 times what nurses make. Yeah, I don't know. I guess they got bigger loans to pay off. But whenever I've been in a hospital setting, which I have a couple times, the nurses work way harder than the doctors. The doctors have the know-how, sure. Yeah, they've got the training and education, but man, nurses, holy hell, they work hard. And number 1, really Dental hygienists. A dental hygienist has the highest risk score for contracting with the coronavirus, according to the World Economic Forum analysis. They spend extended periods of time in close proximity to patients' mouths and perform procedures that produce aerosols which can carry the virus. Well, yeah, I guess that makes sense, doesn't it? Yeah, I've been putting off. It's time. I've missed my date for checking in with both my dentist and my annual checkup. I've put both of those off now for several months. I'm not going in. I'm taking this year off. COVID-19 risk score. Oh, I haven't been giving you those. 99.7. They calculate the risk score for each of these. Wow, 99.7 risk score as compared to about 90 for family practitioners, about 86 for registered nurses, 75 for flight attendants. Number 5 is school bus drivers, risk score of 67. Kindergarten teachers, risk score of 65. 63 for firefighters, 62 for restaurant and hospitality workers, 62 for hairdressers. I wonder why they give us the top 9. The lists are supposed to be 10. Didn't you guys know this? What's number 10? How can you do this to us? But everybody has to reopen. Oh, man, we're crazy. I don't know, you guys. I don't know. Hey, I don't usually do this. By the way, this is our meme of the day. Meme of the day. I usually don't do this. And that is share the touchy-feely, feel-good stuff. Because a lot of it, frankly, it just reeks of privilege, and it's trivial, and most of it rubs me the wrong way. But I came across a good one, an actual good one, from someone called Elise Ruriani, I guess. I don't know. Don't know how to pronounce that. Anyway, it's self-care bingo. This is our meme of the day. So it's a bingo card, and these are the things you want to do for your own self-care. And these are good. They don't rely on money or privilege. They're things that everyone could and should do, and they're excellent reminders. All right, so the squares. From top to bottom, left to right, are these things you did today? Took a shower? Got dressed? Talked to a friend? Sat with my feelings? Yeah, I know. That doesn't sound like me. That's all touchy and weird, but you know what? It's good. It's good. And again, none of this requires money and privilege. This is good for everybody. All right, continuing. Gave myself a compliment. Moved my body joyfully. I know. This doesn't sound like me, does it? But these are really good. Yeah, I'm all for window dancing. I used to call it window dancing. When I was in an especially good mood, I'd get right in my window and dance so people could see me. I haven't done that for a while. I should do that again. All right, ate food. I love that. Ate food. Not ate junk. Not binged a whole package of Oreos. No, ate actual food. Listened to my body. Yep, do that. Challenged negative thoughts. Yes. I'm not a positive thinker, will get you everything you'll need in life. No, but that's just a basic thing. Had fun. Yeah, find a way to have fun. Absolutely be committed to causes. Absolutely have righteous outrage about things. None of that negates having fun. In the many tributes I saw to John Lewis, one of them or a couple of them talked about how he was joyful and had fun. I saw a clip of him dancing. Just really, pretty recently too. He's kind of an old guy. Just getting down. So yeah, have some fun. The most righteously angry, committed person in the world can have fun. Let's see, what else is on this bingo card? Did you go outside today? Yeah, I have to remind myself to do that. Get outside occasionally. Tried something new. Absolutely tried something new. Practiced being mindful. Again, you can go overboard on this stuff and become an obnoxious twit, but these are all good things, good reminders. Did you do a hobby? Do you have a hobby? Go out and shoot some hoops or paint or draw or write a song or something. Do you have a hobby? Used a coping skill. I don't know exactly what that means, but you can look it up. Look it up. See, now I like this one. Let myself cry. Yeah, I'm showing a side of myself that you may not know, but I'm all in on this stuff. I cry. Do you cry? I cry quite often, actually. Something sort of hits me. I have a thought or a memory or maybe something triggers it. A song, a piece of art, a film, a sappy TV commercial. Oh yeah, I definitely cry. Took a break. I don't know. I take way too many breaks these days. Yesterday I took about a 9-hour break. Asked for help. There you go. Oh my God, that's huge. So many people cannot do that. So many people cannot ask for help. I have a hard time, very hard time. I've done it when I really needed it, but it wasn't easy. Got things done? Yeah, that's great. I know I feel great if I get the dishes done or just little chores that have to happen. Maybe an email that I've been avoiding. I don't want to answer this person. I don't know what to say. Oh, that text has been sitting there for 4 days. I should have answered it immediately after I got it. But I didn't know how to answer. So I didn't, and then it sits there. Yeah, get things done. Just get them done. Feel so much better. What else is on the bingo card? Did you brush your teeth today? Yeah, life is so weird for a lot of us who work from home that, our regular routines get a little mixed up. Practiced self-compassion. Yeah, a little touchy-feely maybe, but it's great. It's like sat with my feelings or gave myself a compliment. Yeah, practice self-compassion. That's fine. Drink water. Another just very basic reminder. You got to keep drinking your water, man. It's important. Treated myself. Yeah, there you go. There's your box of Oreo cookies binged. No, I'm not recommending that. But definitely find a way to treat yourself occasionally. Yes, the Karens of the world, the privileged class, could take this bingo card and just way overdo it in their self-indulgence. But these are great reminders for everybody. I'm always yelling at you to be committed, to make sacrifices for the cause. John Lewis, if you see something, do something. You have a moral obligation to act in this world. Yes, all of that is true, and it's still true. And none of that attitude is incompatible with this bingo card, this self-care bingo card. And then finally, in the lower right-hand corner, did you get 7 to 9 hours of sleep? Yeah, get your sleep. Now, that sleep is a tricky thing. Some people get depressed and they sleep 7 to 9 hours at night and then another 7 to 9 hours during the day. I understand that. Watch for that. So there's your self-care bingo. Today's meme of the day. And now to shift gears here a little bit. A big the log you to, let's call her Karen. I don't want to use her real name. Karen shares this on social media. I never talk politics on social media for a reason. I think it's terrible how people treat each other. If you're so inclined to go there, ... be educated enough to do your homework and have something that may educate or elicit a healthy and positive debate. Use proper grammar. Don't be a dick. Otherwise, stop. I'm so sick of it. All right, Karen, thanks for your input. This is my least favorite sentiment of all. A little lecture to those of us who care from those of you who don't. This There's just privilege written all over this thing. Yeah, the people who, oh, I never talk about politics. And if you do, oh, come on. The world is on fire. Take a stand and at least have a damned opinion. Now, with people like Karen here, I often do this, and I don't necessarily recommend it because it's painful. When I see something that really burns my clams, I'll often click on the name here, Karen. Okay, let's look at Karen's page. Let's see what kind of person posts that little lecture. Okay, well, here's Karen. Let's see. Appears to be, oh, I don't know, Gen Xer probably. She looks 40-ish, something like that. 40s, white. All of her posts are mostly about music. Rock on, Karen. Karen has a little band, and she plays out there, and she gets gigs. Good for her. Fellow musician. I guess that's why she's on my friends list. I have lots of musician friends. Turns out, to my great surprise, when I was a kid, I just assumed all musicians were liberal. If you're a musician, you're progressive, you're a liberal, you're anti-establishment. That was just my assumption for many, many years. And then I discovered there are a great deal of kind of faux liberals among the musician set, a lot of downright conservatives, lots of libertarian types. And here's white suburban. I'm looking at her timeline right now. It's Karen. Oh, she's got a kid in Little League, so there's lots about that. Yeah, it's all very suburban. It's promoting shows all in the suburbs. Not all of them even outdoors, so she's promoting indoor shows during the time of COVID. There's nothing here in the timeline that indicates she's at all aware that there's a world happening. It's just these little smiley posts with her friends, and making silly faces for the selfies, and rocking on with all of her white friends out in the white burbs and their white bars, singing their white rock and roll. Oh, apparently she has a husband, and he mows the lawn. Oh, good for him. Oh, it's a pretty good-sized lawn. Look at the size of that lawn. Lord mercy. And the response she gets to her little sermon. I never talk politics on social media. If you're inclined to go there, be educated and use proper grammar. Oh, the response. Well over close to 300 likes and loves. And many, many comments. Mic drop. So true. Thank you for this post. Perfectly said and written. Oh, we got the guy clapping from the movie. I told you the other day I get these guys mixed up. It's Leonardo DiCaprio, I'm pretty sure. Is that his name? Right? I get these guys mixed up. He plays the Wall Street guy, and he's clapping. Yeah, that's the GIF. Or GIF if you prefer. I won't get into that fight. Oh, all the comments. Absolutely, Karen. That grammar, though. Yes, all of this. Heart emoji. Me too. Hugs and much love to you, beautiful Karen. See, that's the thing with these white musicians. They have lots of fans. So lots of friends and fans. Right on. And don't be so gullible and believe everything you read. Okay. Here's another, standing ovation with the clap GIF. That's somebody else who's famous. She's a judge on these shows. I know who that is. Don't tell me. J-Lo. J-Lo stands for Jennifer Lopez. Hey, I got my celebrity sighting there worked out. Anyway, there you go. So thanks, Karen. Thanks for your input, Karen. Big the log you to Karen. Well, with your permission, Karen, we're going to talk a little politics. And I'll try to use good grammar. Gosh, I'll try hard to utilize good grammatical form. Oh, man, the privilege. You guys, check your privilege. You have no idea how you sound to other people. No idea. In your little white suburban bubble with your husband's big lawn and your kid who got a couple of hits in Little League and then you took him out to Culver's afterwards. No masks to be found anywhere. Oh, these people. Oh, man. All right. We're going to talk just a little bit of politics here to close out the show. I've been saying this for a while. Let me repeat it today. I don't care if the election is tomorrow. I don't care if it's right around the corner. We need to remove him. I think that should be part of the chants, all the really nice new chants out there from the protesters. Let's have a couple chants and a couple signs painted up for demanding his removal. The guy commits an impeachable offense twice a day. A rumor, okay? Total rumor. Probably no truth to this at all. But here's a rumor that's going around. I'm sharing this from an unidentified source. Trump admitted on Chris Wallace, that was the Sunday interview this past Sunday, that he was asked to take a MoCA test. That's the Montreal Cognitive Test. Those tests are only given at a point in dementia where people think that they are necessary. It's not part of a standard physical exam. In addition, he admitted that 5 questions were difficult for him. One of those 5 questions, he said, was difficult, was they show a picture of an elephant, and he has to identify what it is. Okay, here's the rumor part. There are rumors right now around D.C. Again, I have no source on this, just an anonymous source, and it's total rumor. There are rumors right now around D.C. that the 25th Amendment is very much in play, that there's a group of people in the cabinet who have a plan to invoke the 25th Amendment, if necessary, and remove him from office. I think the MoCA test is part of the plan to do just that, and I would not be surprised if Trump is removed from office by his own cabinet before the Republican convention. If they remove him before the Republican convention, they can then nominate anyone they want to be on the ticket in the fall. Watch this space. So, again, anonymous source, total rumor. I share it only because I just enjoy it. It's a rumor I enjoy. Now, a couple things you might need to be clear about. First of all, the 25th Amendment. You may or may not understand how this works. Specifically talking about Section 4. The 25th Amendment overall talks about presidential disability and succession. So, okay, Section 4 says the vice president, ranking members in the cabinet, all they have to do is say so. They just have to decide. It doesn't take anybody else. Let's see how it reads here. The vice president and a majority of either the principal officers of the executive departments or of such other body as Congress may by law provide transmit to the President pro tem of the Senate and the Speaker of the House of Representatives their written declaration that the President is unable to discharge the powers and duties of his office. The Vice President shall immediately assume the powers and duties of the office as acting President. It happens immediately. Now, the part we don't talk about too much, I won't read it word for word, but the president who's been ousted then has the opportunity to appeal and make their case. And it takes, 2/3 vote from both houses to give the okay to this little coup here. Well, no, I shouldn't call it that. It's all legal. It's in the Constitution. It's provided for in the Constitution. So I think the first part of this, a lot of us were familiar with. Yeah, the cabinet get together. They can just decide, yep, you're gone. You can't handle this. We're taking over, and the vice president is now acting president. Yes, that's true. But the part maybe where we weren't so familiar with is the president gets to appeal this. And if the VP, now the acting president, doesn't get 2/3 of both houses to agree, then the president resumes his or her power and duties of the office. So there's that. So that's how the 25th Amendment works. I've often thought there should be a third way to remove a president. There's impeachment, obviously. We know how that works. There's the 25th Amendment. I've often thought that the Supreme Court should have a hand in this. There are three branches of government. I think the judiciary, as an equal branch of government, should have a method by which they could remove the president. Here's what I'm proposing. This whole thing with the Orange Menace sending federal troops to kidnap people in the dead of night, it's only the latest example of unconstitutional acts, like blatantly unconstitutional. There have been several. Much of his immigration policy has been unconstitutional. You can find 4 or 5 different examples there. The theft of money from the Defense Department, allocated funds, military funds, just lifted for his wall. Yeah, there's a whole list of unconstitutional things he's done. And not just in theory, but have actually been found unconstitutional. Courts have ruled, no, you can't do that. It's unconstitutional. So my idea is that 3 strikes and you're out. My suggestion here is very simply this. On the third strike, I'm going to give him 3 whole chances. If a president is found to have acted unconstitutionally 3 times, that automatically triggers a mandatory public deliberation and a vote of removal by the Supreme Court of the United States. How does that sound? Okay, by law, by Constitution, the third time you're found to have violated the Constitution, violated your oath, at the very least, let's have a mandatory conversation among the justices of the Supreme Court and talk about this. And it should be public. The record should be public. Everybody, all 9 justices are on record as to what they had to say in these deliberations. And then a vote, a public vote. Which of you, the justices, vote up and which vote down? And if they vote him down, he's gone. Boom. There's my proposal. I think it's a pretty simple proposal. And if we have 3 equal branches of government, then there you go. I think they should have that power. By the way, under this provision of my constitutional amendment here, it would include the vice president automatically. If the president has gotten to a point where he's done 3 or more unconstitutional acts, and courts have found them to be unconstitutional, well, you got to sweep the vice president in along with this. The vice president can't just stand by and let these things happen without making a stink or resigning or something. So in my provision that I'm proposing, this includes the vice president. President's gone, you're gone too. Speaker of the House, whatever party is holding power at the time, doesn't matter, irrelevant. All right, Speaker of the House, congratulations, you're the new president. The voters can elect a new one next time around. There's my constitutional amendment. A third way by which the president could be removed. There, that's yours. That's free. I'll give that to you. I won't even charge you. I like that idea. I think it's a good idea. Get out of here. It's a good idea. All right. So there it is. That's a week. That's a week right there. And that's the log for today. Friday, July 24. You know I love you. And I want you to have a great weekend. And I want you to stay home if you can. Don't spread this thing around. If you have to go out, keep your distance, wear a mask. I'm Charles Purcell. Talk to you Monday.